22, 23, 35. When 22 people come over the border, 22, 23, 35, it's not 22, 23, or 24, it's 22, 23 to 35. 35 is being used twice here. From the beginning of the government shutdown, December 21st, up until the time that Trump signed a 21-day extension, was 35 days, January 25th. Then he signs 21 days, representing Michael standing up, just telling you what their script is, what they're following from the 150 days beginning on December 21st that they plan on wiping us out. You know, it's right there in front of you. You can see it clearly. There's a wall right there that you can see straight through. Then 22 and 23 is also March 22nd, March 23rd. You know, pray that your flight's not in that winter time, right? When they take you away. Like, it's not like Calgon, though. So 35 days from yesterday's signing of the decree. It's 35 days from February 15th to the end of winter. 22nd, 23rd, 22nd evening, 23rd morning. And I've never heard someone so excited about being sued, because that was, well, that's the plan. I mean, the national emergency, aka get rid of the 144,000, start suing them, expect papers in the mail, expect police people at your door, or Steve himself. You know what I mean? I said it before, I'll keep saying it again. Steve and Trump are talking about the same damn thing. Even on Steve's other account, Joshua James, he's very active over there for sure. Very active. And even that, you know, that account has the same view as Donald Trump, with the remnant being the 144,000. I don't know why it clicked after however long, but it just did. It clicked because I know that 7,000 is the 7 billion people. It's just what I know. I mean, it can be debatable if you want, but everybody has their view. That's mine. The remnant were frightened and gave glory to God. And all at the same time. As soon as, you know what I mean? As soon as that little, that trick is done up there with the sun, as soon as that trick's done, the remnant are going to be frightened to give glory to God. They don't believe it. They don't. That's why it's like, nah, that Robin, I'll tell you, his doctrine is so upside down and twisted and right side up, because everything's upside down, but Robin's turning it right side up. You know what I mean? I even seen Steve Fletcher selling out. If you're watching, Steve, why are you selling out? It's like, it's not even, it's like the pinky disease. When you start calling other people out and doing videos about them, it reminds me of, as soon as somebody says something, the brain tells Pinky to go and start come after that person. So you have a following that, I mean, they're allowing you to get your views. I see that they're allowing you to get your views because you have like, what, 10,000 subs or whatever. they're allowing you to get, they're letting you see the views that you get. So you're coming after Steve, or you are Steve. I'm sorry, I'm coming after Steve. I'm coming after the most important shark that was in the sea. I'm coming after him, and I'm actually going to make him capture me. You know what I mean? Like, this is my purpose here on Earth, is to get Steve and James and Sean to round me up and bring me to the people that need to hear. And I know that his plan isn't, it ain't mine. I mean, my will and God's will are the same. Steve's is, it's not the same. His plan is to literally round up the 144,000 in a storefront house. But I'm the one that continued on with this on a daily basis, constantly, daily sacrifice, daily. And once the daily sacrifice is taken away, which is, well, it's the money. Yeah, it's the money. Then it's time for all hell to break loose, and heaven's right around the corner, just right behind it. It's just watching it. Like, all right, go ahead. Go. No, you go first, stupid. Go ahead. So anyway, I see Steve Fletcher taking the pinky role of coming up against Kleck because he said he's a fallen angel. Why are you guys so afraid of? It's like that church doctrine, the typical church people that go to church, they believe in the doctrine, they believe in the rapture, or you're paid to say that you believe in it, one or the other. You believe that you're going to get raptured up? Okay, fine, I did too. I did too over 7 years ago. Then I realized the church age is over. It's already over. You guys are waiting to be raptured up out of here, float in the sky? Well, good luck. It's not going to happen. So, why are people so afraid of the word fallen and the word angel? When, just ask Steve himself. Ask your boss. I mean, he even knows already. That's the thing. See, the thing is, Steve, not Fletcher, but Deshaun, he already knew that he was a fallen angel. He was like one of the first ones to know. And he kind of kept that information to himself. Now, you're a fallen angel, Steve. You are. You are the fallen angel. You just haven't been redeemed yet, because you have a message, clearly. I mean, you're not doing anything on your Jesus account, which is always again, it's just a complete red flag. If you're trying to portray that you are Jesus, well, Christ was out there preaching until the day that he got hung. So he didn't shut his mouth. He wasn't in a season of rest. He was out there until the very last day. So none of that lines up either. But you're very active on your other account, for sure. The Joshua James account. Very active. And so you were that fallen angel that you didn't quite tell everybody that well, that's what we all are. Everybody on earth. Every person on earth has fallen short of the glory of God, haven't you? And if you're preaching, you have a message, don't you? So you're a fallen asleep angel. Until you wake up and get redeemed, you can still be considered a fallen angel. I mean, I was already told that I'm a fallen angel, so I embrace, yes, Steve, thanks. My father's name is Cain, right? I mean, these are your words. If I'm Enoch, Steve, then my father's name is Cain, right? And I'm part of the fallen angel bloodline. Coming down to earth to expose my own bloodline, my own blood type. I'm exposing you guys. Wake the hell up. So for Steve Fletcher, come on, man, just go back to what you're doing. It doesn't even look right. You're not even saying anything. You're just taking clips of Kleck from, God, I don't even know how old those clips are, which means unless he has them up, I mean, you know, everybody has like recording devices. Everybody, like people that work for YouTube, they record people's videos. All right. So I just found it a little odd that you're coming against Kleck when it's like, what? Who even does that anymore? Like, the guy has plenty of subs that can decide on their own. It's just sickening, is what it is. The whole thing about people having an issue with other people who are literally trying. Man, it's tough to see with that thing, that bulb in my face. Like, I'm still iffy about the Derrick Rose Global Witness. Still a little iffy about him. Because I think he's reading. I believe when he's looking, he's reading. I don't see Kleck reading. And I resonate with the information that he dishes out there. And then especially when people come against him, people that either believe in the rapture, that 100% you're just going to float up, or just people I believe that are just working for the opposition, you know, one or the other. But when you're given information, you digest it yourself, and you take what fits and what doesn't. And what I understand fits is that in the Fitz-James family, right here in America, 144,000 people are getting rounded up. 144,000 people are getting sued. You will be getting papers in the mail, or you'll have Steve approach your door himself. He might come to my door, especially for me. Just for me, Rab and Henry T's. So I'm going to get sued for defamation of character, defecating on his character, reckless endangerment, all kinds of stuff. I mean, they might even throw the damn book at me while I'm standing in court. Like, they might just straight toss it at me. But what's my defense? God's my defense. God's gonna defend me while I'm in court. What am I supposed to say? I know you're a liar, you know what I mean? Can you prove it? Well, I can prove that this is a wicked and adulterous generation that seeketh after signs and says, prove it. I can prove that part, right? I just see the whole, you know, the whole plan is unraveling, and Trump is, it's like I haven't paid attention to him until, I don't know, what, 10 days ago? Maybe 2 weeks ago, tops. And no, I'm sorry, well, it was 3 weeks ago. Since he signed that thing since the 21 days, that's what it is. That's like, that rung a bell to me. And then counting the 35 days from the point that he signed, and then him talking about 115 miles of wall, which adds up to 150 total, which is the 150 days, the 5-month period. The scorpions, you know, coming from the bottomless pit, stinging men, it's hurting them, not killing them. And I prepared for this time back when back before September 2017, was it? No, 2016. Either way, I was looking at December 21st and then May 21st as being the 5-month period from a year ago. But again, I seem to be 365 days thinking ahead of certain things that happen later on. So walking with God for 365 days. Yeah, I don't think Enoch was, I don't think he was taken up alive. I just don't. I think Enoch was He walked with God for 365 days. That's what he did. And I don't know much about him, though. I don't know much about him. I just know that some people are thought about that they go up alive, but what it represents, what Enoch represents, is everybody, the spirit of people that go through this alive, and they walk with God. So when that 7th year came around, it's the 7th into the 8th. The 8th year's coming up. Look, the game it's over. It's been unraveled, it's been figured out, and it's just the time, as it gets closer, it will happen. So you can see that the national emergency just straight up equals taking care of the alien invasion and getting them into the courtrooms and suing them, and literally suing them, like RFB said, you know, they're committing crimes, they don't even know it. Suing them, chopping down their channel, shutting their mouth. Look, I can shut up right now and I'll be perfectly fine because I know my message has already gotten to Steve. And Steve, because I got Steve's attention, well, I got the entire elite family's attention. I got the entire world's family. Not the regular people, not you guys, not the guys that aren't even watching my channel, not them. I got the elite's attention. That's the whole purpose. That's why I'm going to be in court soon. That's why Steve already told me about this. He already warned me back December 18th that in 60 to 90 days, which landed on today, actually, today, I believe it's the 16th, yeah. So from today, and then the 90th day, which is a 30-day decree. You know, it's kind of funny how, just coincidentally, that Steve talks about these things, and then Trump goes ahead and does something that's very similar to the same script that I said that Trump and Steve are going to be making the same type of videos, talking about the same thing, different words. What do you think keeps happening? This is a literal 30-day decree. Trump signed, he declared. It's a declaration. It's an order by the president. And he's very excited to let us know, because again, remember, he's representing us in a deceptive way. He's representing truthers. He's representing Christ. People are calling him the Messiah, but he's really an antichrist. There's many of them. So he's representing us, and he's letting us know that we are getting sued. He's just telling you. I mean, so am I. So don't be surprised if you're standing in a courtroom, and don't be surprised if you get rounded up in a caravan. And don't be surprised when the sun goes down, and don't be surprised when the sun comes up.